Start streaming the podcast. I really can't sing, but I'm drinking some wine, so I think I can. And now I've lost the rhyme. No, I didn't. Hey.
Oh, you did it. I'm so proud. That came full circle.
Yeah. Full circle.
Full
Like a
circles.
witch's circle.
Oh, see?
Ooh.
Bringing it back.
Bringing it back. So, hey, we're good? We're live?
I'm looking. I don't know. Hold on. Pay me.
Good. I don't think people actually need to hear me singing.
They probably did.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Love it.
Good.
Let's see your dashboard. I don't have my dashboard open. My dashboard. Are we live? Dashboard.
I forgot to tweet that we're going live and stuff. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, here we are.
We are streaming. Awesome. All right. So this is Mothers of Geeks episode 37. Something hocus pocus this way does not come, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes and why it's only hocus pocus tonight.
I loved it. That was amazing.
It's a great title. If only the streaming gods would have worked with us.
Oops.
Whoops. I am Heather, aka Cyberwave. My gorgeous co-host is
Trey, aka Sarindre. I don't really say it like that. I just sometimes end up doing it because I'm weird.
Yeah. We're both weird. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's, part of our unique special sauce that makes us work.
Special sauce.
Special sauce. Yes.
Are we back to schedule? Like, I need to probably open things. Last week we were totally off the cuff, and it was like my jam.
It was really good. Yeah. No, I think we did it. I was a little nervous.
I knew you were. That's why I was like,
I'm the planner.
It gave you anxiety.
I know.
But you did great.
Thank you. You know what doesn't give me anxiety?
Me.
Exactly. Podcasting with you.
What else doesn't give you anxiety?
Apothic Inferno. It is a delicious red wine. It's a dark red blend that it's actually made in whiskey barrels. It has a nice smoky undertone. Yeah. I will not be bringing any with me, however, when I come visit you, because I'm pretty sure we can find it there.
Probably.
Target carries it.
Our Target doesn't carry alcohol.
Oh, because you're in Pennsylvania.
But Giant Eagle will.
Did I tell you about my weird Pennsylvania case one day?
No.
So I'm working this investigation.
Okay.
And it's at a strip bar. But the reason it came in was because there was large purchases at something at the same address.
Okay.
And the weird thing was I started looking, I'm like, it's a government store at the same address as the strip club. So I'm like, so I look it up and I see that they're two different things at the same location.
Okay.
And then I proceed to message our mutual friend Matt. I'm like, hey dude, is there something weird in your state about alcohol laws? Yes.
Let's be real here.
Yeah. So that's where I learned about the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania alcohol laws.
Yes. Well, nowadays it's a little different. Like you can get it at certain stores.
Yeah.
But not Target. Or
not
Target.
Target. But it just freaked me out because I'm like, why is there okay, now that I understand why the strip club, by the way, the case was gross. I found negative news concerning prostitution, and then I found the charges that related to the amounts that were mentioned in the article.
See.
So I'm like, oh gosh.
I would have liked to Green Day 4537 PA alcohol laws are dumb. Can't get a 6-pack and a bottle of wine in the same store. It is dumb. It's funny because near me there was a wine and spirit store, so that's where all like the liquor is. And
exactly. This is a state wine and spirit store.
Yes, Giant Eagle can carry beer.
Okay.
So they have that, Giant Eagle. And that's like the grocery store. Down the way from it was a beer distributor, which of course can carry beer too. It's just,
I'm bypassing all of that and just bringing my own beer.
As you should.
Well, because, we have different beers here and I want everyone to experience them.
Exactly. Good beer experience.
And I can't wait to taste the local stuff.
Exactly. And there's probably some good stuff, and we'll probably be able to get some good stuff.
Yeah.
And yes, the distributors only sell cases, but and you're right, they only sell the cases. A lot of them are drive-through, which I find ironic. I don't know why. I think that's hilarious. Let's go get some beer at the drive-through beer distributor.
There's a one. There's like we have several local or drive-through liquor stores, but yeah, the beer distributor seems a little.
Which is more annoying to smuggle into dorms. Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed. You gotta go for the single packs when you're going into the store. The dorms.
Now I'm turning into my 19-year-old culty. Never mind. She makes her own.
Exactly. See.
Gotta love the matter.
Oh man, Echo's talking. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if you could hear Echo. She was just talking to me.
Oh God.
She's telling the children to brush their teeth.
That's adorable.
Yeah, I forgot. It comes on at 7:45.
Got it. Wow.
Might be.
So now that we've gone off the weird Pennsylvania beer tangent or alcohol tangent, how have you geeked this week, woman?
I've been super busy with work, so not a lot. Did play Mage with everybody on the weekend, so that was fun.
Yeah.
But work has just killed every other drive I've had.
Yeah.
So even last night I came home, and I'm a person that, is like up at 4:45, and I don't go to bed until almost midnight. And I'm fine on that schedule. I went to bed last night like 10, which to me is super early. I was like, I need to sleep. I was trying to play some Divinity 2, and that just didn't work out that way. I'm like laying here like...
No, because just sleep. That's what the weekends are for.
No. And this weekend we have D&D.
We do. Yay.
I love it. So really not much geeking. I have watched some movies from my childhood.
Okay.
Like, I told you on Friday I was watching My Best Friend's Wedding, which is totally not my scene normally, but when I was a kid, I like singing in movies, and there's a big, huge...
good chick flick sometimes.
Everybody does. So
yeah.
There's good singing, and I like that. And then there was... what else did I watch? Tonight we watched Haunted Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like, they show a guy hanging from a ceiling. It's PG. I'm usually fine. It was weird. I was like, I didn't know they showed dead bodies in this movie.
Yeah. It seems very unusual for PG.
Yeah. And then we started to watch The Nutty Professor.
Yep.
And we learned that they say some words that are not appropriate for 4 and 7-year-olds to hear in The Nutty Professor that are not swear words.
Or aren't really appropriate to use outside of rap music.
And it's true. And it was a PG-13, and I mean 2000 or 1995. I looked at the release date, so
weird.
It caught me off guard, and I turned it off just because last thing I needed is a 4-year-old being very inappropriate at school. And swearing doesn't bother me, but that does. So
here is a fun factoid. The rating PG-13. It was created because of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. However, the first movie to have the rating of PG-13 was Dreamscape.
Really?
Yeah. So Temple of Doom, like, oh, this is a little scary. People weren't digging that. Mm-hmm. There was some negative backlash because of it. So the middle category of ratings between PG and R was created, and that the first one was Dreamscape.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
I did watch a documentary about that when Logan was born. Can't say I remember much, but I don't remember anything about it. But it was a documentary based off that. So how about you? How'd you geek? You had a fun geeky thing happen.
I did. So on Sunday night, we delayed our watching of the newest season of Doctor Who, which is wonderful, by the way, to go to a wedding. Our friend that got married, his name's Bernie. He is the colorist for Lady Death.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, and in fact, the artist for Lady Death was one of his groomsmen.
Oh, wow.
He's a great guy. He's a graphic artist. He's a teacher. He's a hoot. He had a big Jewish wedding because his now wife is Jewish, so he converted, which I thought was really interesting.
That's awesome.
So it was a beautiful wedding, very modern, very modern. The rabbi was female, which I thought was neat. She really kind of very explained a lot of it, which kind of brought some of my childhood stuff back for me, and then anxiety because the last Jewish wedding I went to with my uncle's, and my natural father's was there, and I need therapy. But the best thing was, so, it was really cool, beautiful wedding. When they came in after, when they got announced, They came in to they had a full big band to the Spider-Man theme.
That's awesome.
Their first dance was the Spider-Man theme.
That's adorable.
Big band style.
Oh.
And it was amazing.
That's awesome. You guys looked great too.
Yeah. And it was really cool because it was 6 of us that are friends at the wedding, and we couldn't wait for people to ask, how do you know Bernie? I'm like, well, we know him as Boovie, and we used to be in the same World of Warcraft guild with him. In fact, I put Boovie on his card.
Oh, that's cute.
But the other couple at the table were also geeks.
Oh, good.
So that was really nice. I'm like, oh, good, you didn't put any normies at the table with us.
You can't do that. Muggles are not allowed in those situations. It's not.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, they must not be feeling well. Or I figured they wouldn't be feeling well. And it was kind of funny because of Bernie's hobbies and the things he's involved in. He does the Hero Initiative, which is a fundraiser that helps raise money for retired comic book artists and writers that don't have insurance.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he does that at cons. He helps with that stuff.
That's great.
But so there's a lot of there was normal people there. There was family, which is hilarious because her family is from Scottsdale, which is a very affluent area of the valley, and his family is from Arkansas.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. But the couple behind us, when we're sitting there at the wedding, I heard her oh my gosh, she has a Rebel Alliance earring in her ear.
Did you go attack her?
No, the lady was commenting on mine.
Oh, she said.
And then she didn't notice that my friend that I was sitting next to had has an Imperial one, and had we taken my friend Larkin, she had her ink out, but you don't that's against the rules when it comes to Judaism, traditional, because I know Bernie is tattooed to heck and back, but I made sure I had all my tattoos covered and all of that.
Yeah, you did. So, I saw your picture. It was very pretty.
Thank you.
So we had a good comment about circling kind of back to ratings.
Yeah.
So from Green Day, he said, now parents just take their kids to movies without checking ratings and then complain when there's tons of violence and stuff. And I do agree.
I agree.
What catches me off guard is I think, and this is another huge conversation that I think we all kind of had before, but I don't know if we had it live, is, for example, the House of the Clock and Its Walls at a PG-13 rate or PG rating, but in my opinion was scary enough, not violence, and violence and language do not bother me. If you're new here, I don't care. But was scary enough for a child to be afraid. And maybe it should have been PG-13. If it was PG-13, I would not have taken my kids.
Right.
To see it. I just wouldn't have. Just because I know that kind of scariness gets to them.
Yeah. And then I'm sure we've also both had uninformed parents bring in, a kid Logie's age to go see Deadpool.
Yes, that kid that sat beside me during the first Deadpool was 7, and I was mortified sitting there like this, trying not to make eye contact with this 7-year-old beside me.
Where my 16-year-old won't watch it because she knows that it's inappropriate for her. I'm like, dude, you can watch it. It's fine. I saw SOB in History of the World Part 1 when I was 8.
Yeah.
But then again, we've also had that conversation where we saw stuff that was way less appropriate for our
Deadpool
age.
is the perfect example. And I will digress a little here, even Wolverine, when I saw Wolverine, there was that little kid behind me, and it's not Deadpool.
Right.
It's very violent, and some people care about that, and I don't really think that's an issue as bad, but this kid was bawling.
Right.
Or Wolverine.
Or
Logan.
Wolverine
Sorry, Logan.
Not as Wolverine might be not as bad, but take an example of it was Logan.
Logan, that's what I meant, Logan.
Oh God, no. I'm like Wolverine. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, they saw
a little
Wolverine.
But Logan, absolutely not, because you deal with not only the extreme violence, but you deal with Professor X killed the X-Men people.
Yeah, that's hard.
Professor
for kids.
X killed the X-Men.
Apparently, Ryan Reynolds getting pegged just isn't for kids. No, Ryan Reynolds getting pegged is not for children.
Not for kids. Yeah, exactly. Happy International Women's Day. So funny. Another fun. Wow, all my tangents are dealing with our mutual friend Matt today. After Deadpool came out, he was like, it's International Women's Day at work and everyone's getting flowers and people are snickering. Why? What's going on? Like, you didn't see Deadpool, did you? No? I'm like, never mind.
It's a very important conversation to have there.
Exactly.
But no, Logan and Green Day said Logan is super traumatic, and it was. I was like,
I was disturbed, like, but the fact that, I mean, they obviously weren't really that clear about like what happened. Like Professor X's stuff is what, like, my God, this is somebody, you know, as a comic book reader and somebody who's gamed in that world. Like, this is somebody that I've always looked up to,
right,
for better or worse,
right.
And like, yeah, I love that movie. Like, that was amazing. That worse than anything else. That part disturbed me. Yeah, Logan's super traumatic, even as an adult.
Oh,
because and it's also exceptionally well done because of that.
No, you went to a robot again.
I did?
Yeah. Hold on, it's gonna come back. I can hear it. So I will talk a little bit about what I geeked over while you're a robot. How about that? So
damn technocracy.
This week, it's damn technocracy. Fuck those technocracy bastards. Geeked over a lot of what you did. Like, we are starting a lot of cool projects. Well, revamping some projects, continuing some projects here, and it's taken a lot of fun time. We are working on some like D&D backlog stuff, so we're really far into D&D. I think we're like 44 session tomorrow. So trying to build up to it and get people to where they understand what's happened in the backstory and learning about the characters has taken some time. I hope some of you watched some of the cool mage stuff we've done. Put out 3 podcasts about it. Going to be 4. You're still a robot. Going to be 4. They're premiering on YouTube and on the podcast, and on Twitch they're showing randomly throughout the week. So it's fun to do that. We've been getting really into the background of what we're playing. I didn't give anything away in my write-up about my character. I'm the only person that didn't give a lot away. Mine's like 15 seconds, and it's beautifully done. So that's been fun.
I did, but my character is an open book when it comes to certain things.
It is. What is wrong with you? Not you.
And those certain things drive her.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with you. Every so often you have this, and then you come back and you're perfectly clear, and it's like comes through like an angel singing. It's like, oh. It hasn't happened.
Celestial chorus.
These bastards. Oh my God, it worked. Me singing like a celestial chorus. I have magical powers, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we've learned what Trey's power is, and it is to sing and bring people back from robotism.
Yes.
So you, my dear, what have you geeked over?
A lot of the same stuff. We've been doing a lot of group projects, which I just love. And part of the great thing about that is I get to learn about the back stuff of our D&D campaign before I joined, before Matt and I joined, which is great.
You guys joined super late.
We did. We joined, our first session was the first week of June last year.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
You remembering this. I'm just like, I don't know when you joined.
My brain is weird that way. I apologize.
Well,
it's just how. So I'm going to enjoy that. We've been doing a lot of stuff with Mage, which became me partially me staying up until like 11:30 on Friday night, trying to like literally go through notes and notes and notes. And like the first part of the Mage there's stuff that I didn't experience because we were doing 3 of us were running 3 contingent storylines, and I didn't see any of that until like halfway through James's, and then the character Max had a few sessions as well, either via IM or Skype or what have you. So I need people to fill that stuff in, but it's been great. So I had, and then like the first few sessions that was just both James and Honey, I didn't take great notes.
Now you do, though.
I do now. Yeah. And then as soon as it was James, Honey, and Maxim together, then I started taking the really great notes. So I'm trying to film like, okay, people, I need you guys to do this for me. So we're doing that, which is a lot of fun, and really just kind of gets me looking at things. And like I really like that whole Sphinx weird thread I didn't see until I went to do the notes.
I know about it. I'm not telling.
I can't wait to hear about it. And like, because little like Honey's first adventure, she was tested by the Sphinx.
Yeah.
In her weird, she doesn't really exactly know what it is yet, dream sanctuary thing. I know you probably know more than I do about her.
I'm gonna talk about it.
You know, that's the fun thing is you know more about my character than I do.
Yes, that is a very verified fact.
Which is really fun. I love the fact that you're not saying a damn thing.
I don't tell anybody. I know so much about what's going on.
Which is great because I respect that, because as somebody who is a secret keeper, I know how hard it is to be that person, but also as a player, I don't like it when somebody spoils stuff. My buddy Mills does it all the time to me.
That's me.
He'll be like, hey, guess what I'm really playing? Like, what are you playing? I'm playing a Bard of Shadows, like, but it pretends to be a Bard of Lore. I'm like, God damn it, Mills! I would have liked to discover that in game.
Right.
I'm still not gonna like. I'm still gonna be very suspicious of you, but now it's because I know.
Right.
You know. Yeah.
Green is voluntarily going to a safety conference for work geeky. If you like safety, it is geeky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially if you work with geeks.
Exactly. See, it all works out. You can be geeky about anything. Like,
yeah, it's the stuff you geek over too.
Exactly.
It does not have to be something that's comic books or movies or games. It could be something that you geek over. I'm sorry?
Echo's talking.
Oh gosh. Telling them good night. Go to F to sleep. Awesome.
She only talked once. Okay, we're good.
Cool. All right.
Cool. So that was our wonderful little presentation of how we geeked. Seriously, watch out for the cool content. It's really great.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Drew nailed it out of the park.
He did. We did some really fun voices. I did fun editing. I found the Mage theme song. It was literally the first song I found. And Green Day, thank you for the follow. You said you volunteered as the health and safety officer for your company's local laboratory. That's awesome.
Dude, you get right there. Laboratory. Geeky as heck. Thank you.
The word laboratory. I just love it. We should use it more often in sentences.
We should. I have a feeling we'll be using it in Mage.
Ooh, love it. So,
honey, if you're going to do that, we need to go into the laboratory. God damn
it. Now, so tell me, how about some kid stuff? What's been going on?
So, kid geeky stuff. So, Rye shopped in my... Okay, so Monday... All right, backtrack. Ryan's homecoming is Saturday.
Yes, I knew this.
A girlfriend's homecoming is next Saturday.
Si, señorita.
My kid hates shopping.
She does.
Hates shopping. So literally all of a like, boo, we need to go shopping. Boo, we need to go shopping. Boo, come on, let's go shopping. We, Monday, she was off of school. I had an early day at work.
Nice.
It's like, honey, let's go after work. Okay. And then, like, I get done, when I have an early day, I'm done by 2:30. And I was working from home. So around 1:30, Mom, I'm going to just shop in your closet. I'm like, all right. You really hate shopping this much. Here's the thing is I have an amazing closet. I have amazing clothes. Because I like clothes too much. And up until about 6 months ago, though, like 6 months ago, she lost her baby fat. So as soon as she hit puberty, I know, I haven't lost mine. As soon as she hit puberty, she was bigger than me.
Yeah.
Because I'm very petite. So until she lost her baby fat, she was always like a size bigger than I am.
Right.
So she's not been able to shop in my closet. So she went in and she tried on this great dress. And then she looks better in my clothes than I do. This really beautiful blue dress. It's a wiggle dress. It's kind of tight fitting, has a white collar, which looked amazing on her, but it wasn't dressy enough for homecoming.
It did look really good.
It looked great because she's taller than I am, because she has better shoulders, longer waist. Amazing. So she tried that one on. She tried another one on. That's like, a halter, a cream colored halter dress with silver in it, beautiful. So she tried on like 3 or 4 dresses, and then she tried on my blue and white star dress, which I love, which again fit her better than me. Only one of them was really dressy enough for homecoming, and that's the one that she liked the least. So she went right. So which was the halter dress. So she went back into her room. Like, okay, once I get done, we're gonna go shopping. I have some suggestions because now I know you fit in my clothes, so I know what's gonna be. So after work, I go and she's like, I have a dress. I like it. It's fine. I'm like, no. Let's just go back and let's go back.
Poor thing.
Just give me a minute. Like, dude, you're not letting me take you shopping. I'm a clothes loving mama. Not taking you shopping. Kind of upsetting me.
Oh yeah.
So I pull out, and it's great because it's a dress I bought like at Target on clearance for $10 10 years ago. It was back when they had the Isaac Mrazzi line. So I pull out. It's a black taffeta, very 1950s Audrey Hepburn, beautiful cinched waist, full skirt. she puts it on, we zip it up, and she looks like a damn princess. But she looks funky and fun and cute.
Good.
Like it's not stuffy looking.
Good.
So that's the dress.
That's good.
So she and then of course her girlfriend can't get the night off of work because every other girl that works at the same restaurant has homecoming that night, so they're not going to Ryan's homecoming after all.
Oh, but she can wear it to Rise.
She can wear it to Ree's homecoming.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was fun. She's really involved in drama right now. She's actually in the process of blocking a scene from Arsenic and Old Lace.
Nice.
To direct.
That's awesome.
Yep. And then she watched Doctor Who twice.
A Who?
We're at the wedding. Right, we're at the wedding, and we get a message. Hey, who's great? God damn it.
I told you. You knew she was going to do that.
I knew she. Yeah, of course we did. And then she watched it with us on Monday, and she just loves it. She's not sure who her favorite. Oh, did I put your news? I put your news in the wrong place.
I'm fine though. Like
okay,
again,
cool.
You know me.
I know.
I'm totally fine.
She's like, I'm not sure who my favorite companion is yet, but I really like 2 of the 3 a lot. So yeah, and she
awesome.
just adores the new Doctor. She's probably gonna do her for cosplay sometime.
Drew has also stated in chat, he is watching us, that it's always about size with women, as you were talking about size.
Yeah, my daughter's slightly bigger and she looks amazing.
The episode with the creepy angel statues is absolutely horrifying.
It is. So my friend Sarah actually will take Barbies and turn them into weeping angels.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. It's an expensive process. It takes like 60. She buys like Barbies on clearance or at Goodwill. It's like $60 worth of materials and time. Yeah, but they're amazing.
That's awesome.
She used to do special orders for them at con, which also people would run over to our area because that's damn weeping angel, and they're tree toppers.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
but she don't do that anymore. She don't sell them anymore.
No, because it's so much time and effort.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's
but
awesome.
They're amazing. Yeah. Oh. But the weeping angels are terrifying.
Yeah, I love them.
Can't wait to torment my child with them.
Do you have one of the tree toppers from her?
No. But I mean, the episode. She hasn't seen me yet.
Oh, well, she will.
Yeah.
That's another one to join with your kids.
Yeah.
Right.
She's 16. She'll be fine.
Exactly. So let's see here. For me and my littles.
What have your kids been up to?
We got Mario Party.
Yay!
On Saturday for the Switch, and we have learned that it is the best of times and it is the worst of times, as our children are just as competitive as we are. Many tears from the children. Many I quit, stomping to the stairs and crying.
Throwing controllers across the room.
Oh no, because if they threw the Switch controller, we'd have a massive problem.
Okay, yeah, true. All right,
don't do that. But
cussing, colorful language,
very colorful. Hi, City.
Hey, City.
It's a fun game. Like I really am liking it because I played other Mario parties, and we had the one for the Wii, and it was fine. Like they weren't really that into it, but they have this really cool game where you're whitewater rafting. And you do awesome games. You have to like row with your little controller, and you know how hard it is to teach a 4-year-old to do that. It's very difficult.
Oh yeah,
very difficult. So,
plus, it works different muscles in your body.
It does. So through him, and we're like, just do it this way, just go.
Cute.
So it's fun. You work together. There's some dancing stuff, which I beat. I got the high score on the dancing.
Good, of course you did. Yeah.
I did not play DDR for many years to not get the high score on the dance part.
Hey, it's a great workout.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you are a champ. So we
no one.
Very sad college years, I could say. But it's really fun. I like how streamlined they made the game. The mini games are not as challenging as they were before. The stuff you have to do with the controller is it's very natural.
Right.
To where with the Wii controllers, you were just kind of fumbling around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. And with the Wii, I had a lot of trouble teaching them how to do the movements. Like, go like this with the controller, but it's not like that anymore. So they've done a great job streamlining. It was a fun party game. You can play with 2 Switches beside each other, which is
right.
Neat. But we were just playing on the one. We don't have another, obviously, but we were just playing for 4 players. And it kept them engaged because, like I said, it moves fast.
Oh.
And you can play teams, which is nice.
Perfect.
So, I mean, I did not win the one team section, but she did win for all the tears that she cried. The very first game we played, she won.
Nice.
For all the tears. Like, it was a lot of tears. She won. So, I'm just saying that crying doesn't get you anything, but apparently she win Mario Party.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on with them. It's just Mario Party in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So let's see. What have you got for your awesome news? Oh, I read. Are you doing the top one?
Yeah, I figured I'm kind of doing the two together because one's a definite and one's a
maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. So there's been some really cool book-related TV news lately. The first one is The Wheel of Time is being adapted to a TV series by Amazon,
which is awesome.
There was like a weird attempt a few years ago because they were trying to keep somebody's trying to keep the rights for it. So they did this really crappy adaptation of part of the first book that aired like in the middle of the night somewhere.
That's so random.
It's so random. I didn't see it. It was supposed to be really bad. Mm-hmm. But now it's actually it's been optioned by Amazon because I think it's very much the Game of Thrones effect. When it comes to movies or TV and good books, like epic books, where everybody wants to be on top of a huge property. And believe me, Game of Thrones Wheel of Time is it. There are 15 books. They are huge, epic characters. I mean, you could cut 2/3 of it and still have a huge story.
Oh yeah, they're really long.
Yeah, they're really long.
Too.
they're very, very involved and I want to see some Aes Sedai magic. Anyways.
I played in a Wheel of Time campaign.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the...
Did
you ever play the...
my
what do you think? Hold on. What do you think I played?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What kind of Aes Sedai were you?
Green.
Of course you were.
Are you shocked?
Is it the Browns? Is the brown the bookie one?
Mm-hmm.
The brown's the bookie. Yeah, I want to be a brown Aes Sedai.
Yeah. Oh, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. So did you never play in the campaigns?
No. My friend got the materials, but like most games, it fell through.
Right. I don't have the materials anymore. I don't even know who ran it, but man, was it fun.
Yeah. Very cool.
Oh, yeah. So how about, what's your other news?
My other one is the Dresden Files has been optioned for development. Optioned. So this is great. It's a favorite series of mine. Back in 2007. Oddly enough, 2007, a year that keeps coming up. There was a very short-lived series on Sci-Fi. It was 12 episodes. Mm-hmm. It was good. It was not Dresden as we know it. So that was kind of upsetting, but I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah.
But it's now actually been optioned by Fox 21 that they're looking at doing something in that world, if not with those characters. I really am looking forward to it, like the idea of seeing like the Carpenters on the screen, seeing how they do the magic, seeing Karen done right, seeing Susan done right, seeing Bob as a floating skull. I love Terrence Mann, but he did a great job as Bob, but I want Bob to be a floating skull. But we don't know exactly what he was referring to, but right after that news came out, Jim Butcher, the author, said, "Don't believe everything you see on the internet, kids." So no one knows if he was referring to that or the fact that people are thinking it's farther along than it is.
Yeah, maybe.
It could be. Yeah, it's just an option. It's just been optioned.
Drew said that Bob is his hero.
I love Bob. Bob's great. We need Bob and Mage.
Can we get Bob and Mage? How do we do this?
I don't know. That should, life, entropy. Why do we need life? Because he's dead. So we need entropy. Matter. Spirit.
Mm-hmm. Prime to make it permanent.
Yeah, prime to make it permanent. Yeah, totally.
We got this.
Bob should happen.
Done.
Look, you know what? We should really be doing. We should be doing this ritual.
I'm just saying, Millie does not have any of those spheres. She has matter and prime, so she can help a little bit.
And I have matter and prime as well. But we do know. We do know.
We have a Yusuf.
We have Yusuf. Yusuf is great. I can't wait to explore more about Yusuf.
Definitely exploring.
Yeah.
Exploring. So that was amazing news.
Yeah.
I think my news is going to blow you away because it has been confirmed that James Gunn is in discussions, which I love how this was worded, to write and maybe direct the next Suicide Squad.
Because DC needs some direction, girl. And he's the guy to give it.
I absolutely love James Gunn, and I absolutely love the Suicide Squad. I don't care what the haters say. So it's very exciting to have this happen, to even think that this is happening.
Yeah. When I saw that, I'm like, that's up there with Nicolas Cage news. Like,
it's real close article. To Nicolas Cage news. Like, whew, it's very close.
It's very close.
And Drew thought I was going to talk about Hill House because that premieres tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to hear about that.
I think it's tomorrow on Netflix. It's the series. So have you read the book?
I have not.
Have you seen the movie?
I have not. I'm going blind.
It's a double-blind study. I'm so excited.
I know. We should talk about it next week.
Yes, we should. Double-blind studies are my favorite. So I'm very excited for the show too. So Suicide Squad I'm super excited for, but that show that comes out sooner than Suicide Squad, I am watching it with a fury because that book was very scary. And not many books, like there's books that are scary, but when you close them, something's scary. Like, you know, Annabelle did not scare me. I watched that stupid movie. Don't watch Annabelle. That was dumb. I'll be out there. Don't watch it. It was stupid. That did not scare me. But I want to watch, speaking of Nicolas Cage, this weekend I want to watch Mandy because apparently it is fantastic. And
real fantastic or Nicolas Cage fantastic?
Real fantastic. Like non-Nicolas Cage fans have told me.
Cool. Okay. I mean, I'm not dissing your love of Cage because you know what? It's a pure and true love, and
I see them talking crap on me.
That's fine. It's
Michael
fine.
Myers scares her. In Dead by Daylight, Michael Myers does have a tendency to sneak up on me, stare at me, then kill me. I yell.
Yeah.
That is all. He's not. I have not seen. There's no fear. I have not screamed. Shush, you two. Oh, looking at you. Not. Just saying. I have him on my leg now.
You do? Looks phenomenal.
Pennywise is coming on Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Pennywise on Tuesday.
And then we should really talk about our gamer tattoos.
We gotta talk about that too. OG Pennywise, by the way. Let's be real here.
Yeah, OG. Well, yeah, it's Tim Curry as Pennywise. I mean, for God's sakes.
I know.
How you know, the only way you could get more Trey were to be, you know, Nick Cage as Pennywise. It happened in an alternate universe.
I'm mulling.
You need a moment?
I'm mulling.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage, noun or verb?
Yeah.
Verb.
Yes. Yeah. Caging.
Whoop. So, discussion points. We had a deal.
Yes.
And I could not hold up my end of the bargain because the internet is unreliable. We made a deal that she would watch Hocus Pocus because she is a sinner on Halloween. Sinner. And I would watch Something Wicked This Way Comes. Hence the title of the show, Something Hocus Pocus This Way doesn't come because Amazon does not have it.
Does not. I mean, Hocus Pocus was not on Prime.
It was not.
So I'm like, all right, I'll spend $3 to watch Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
I think it's the least I can do in you know, penance for never seeing Hocus Pocus, or only seeing Hocus Pocus like once when my 25-year-old goddaughter was like, you know, 5.
Born, guys. Born. The new Pennywise when he's waving at the little kid across the creek. Oh, that'd be such a good one too. I do love the new Pennywise and his waving with the severed arm. Digression. So I would like you. I can tell you because Binks is my boo. Like this is what
Binks is your boo.
Binks is my boo. I could tell you all about Hocus Pocus, and we literally just watched it the other day. I want you to tell me. Give me your synopsis. Not your feelings, your synopsis. Let's start.
Much like when I was in school, I did do it in the last minute. I rented it earlier the day yesterday with intent to watch it when I got home from taking Ryan from class. So I was planning on watching it like at 9 o'clock at night. And then I realized I rented it on my Amazon account, and that's not what the big TV is set up to. And I didn't feel like renting it twice.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah. So literally, it took me almost until 10 o'clock to figure out what was going on. So I watched it much like in high school. I was up until midnight doing my homework. So my synopsis. The Sanderson sisters. They are three witches in Salem, in the 1690s Salem. And they have a book, or actually Millifred Sanderson. Millie. Huh. Winifred. Oh, it's not Millifred. It's Winifred. Damn it.
It'd be close, though. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, game drops here.
Really a Verbena.
Ooh, dun, dun, dun. But yes, Winifred Sanderson. My girl.
So she is, So she is the leader of the three sisters. And she has a book that was gifted to her by Satan.
Of course.
It is covered in human skin. It has an eye. And in that book is all of her most powerful spells. And in there is a spell for them to become young forever because they are older. They're more mature witches.
Which I
could relate to. More mature witches. Mm-hmm. And basically it's going to take all the children in Salem as a sacrifice. But it will make them young again. It has to be done like on Halloween under a full moon. The whole bit.
Whole shebang.
The whole shebang. So the spell does not go off due to Zachary Binks.
Mr. Zachary Binks. Zachary Binks style magey feline.
Right. But poor Zachary does get cursed.
He does.
He does to be a cat forever. They get hung. Exactly 300 years later, we fast forward to the modern town of Salem, where a young man whose name suddenly escapes me because I watched it very late at night.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's not Jesus Christ.
It is. It's JC.
Okay.
It's J to the C. God.
So Danny.
I love Danny. Probably because I love Danny
great.
so.
And Thora Birch.
Right?
Thora Birch.
I know.
And she looks amazing in red lipstick. It's like an 8-year-old kid. What the heck?
She looks really good. It's just
Alice. So Danny's older brother.
I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. I just don't like him as a character. I really don't.
He's fine as a character, but he's the least interesting of the three.
Yeah. Well, Max.
Okay. So Max and his little sister Danny have recently moved to Salem from California, which is that whole trope. Oh, I hate it here. Like, whatever. Cup. He has a crush on a young woman from school named Allison.
Super cute.
And he has to take his little sister out trick-or-treating for Halloween. They end up at Allison's house, whose family's having this huge party. So they end up actually going to the Sanderson Museum, which is now closed, and her mother used to run it. And they find the spell book, and there's this, rumor, this myth about, a candle being the candle made of skin or baby fat or human fat being lit, the dark flame candle, on Halloween night by a virgin will bring the Sanderson sisters back.
Yes.
And of course, this black cat tries to stop him. Fails
miserably.
The dork lights the candle. The witches ensue.
That's
young.
It. That's it.
Young.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful play-by-play. So, obviously, the good guys win. It's a Disney movie. The sisters are beaten. What did you think of it, though? Because you've been resisting the Sanderson sisters.
It's not like it's Harry Potter. I wasn't resisting it. I just never got around to it.
Oh, no. This is on TV every year, 17 million times at Halloween, before and after.
I just never got around to it. Just never got around. So, sorry. So my reaction?
Yes.
I had to get over the whole witches being evil thing. And one thing I will say is they were witches. It wasn't Wiccans. It wasn't anything like that. They were witches.
Correct.
So that was cool. Like, okay, witches are like, no, we're not. Okay, fine. I love the performances. All three of them were delightful. I liked the zombie boyfriend that was so pissed at her at the end.
Billy!
Billy, which was played by Doug Jones.
Yes. Yes, people don't know that. Yep.
Yeah, that was great. That was awesome. Like he's always been this weird, awkward guy that has either CGI or practical effects.
Yes. Yeah, he's fantastic in the movie too. I love Billy.
Yeah, that was delightful. That was absolutely delightful. Thora Birch, adorable. I loved all three witches. I wish they would have done more with Kathy Najimy's character because she was, I think, the least fleshed out of the three.
Mm-hmm. I love when she rode the vacuum.
Oh, that was so cute. That was so cute. But each of them really had like their specialty.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Which was great. The scene with the bus driver was hilarious.
Oh, the scene with that scene alone, and when they run over the cat, and Logan's watching, he goes, "Oh!" I was like, "I know it's very traumatic. Yeah, it's fine."
And playing the pretty girl is kind of fun, seeing it like, oh god, that's where my character would be.
Right. Yeah. And I liked Sarah Jessica. I don't normally think she's good actress, bad actor. I have really no opinion on her.
Yeah.
But I like
fun in that role.
She's fun. It was a fun role for her.
And I think because you don't really get to see her. And then again, granted, I never watched Sex in the City. Please don't make me watch Sex in the City.
Oh, no, I don't watch it either.
Thank you. Okay, good. Like my mom. So I think it's kind of cool seeing her in that comedy role. Mm-hmm. And because even though like I'm not not really familiar with her, but she always comes up as a very intelligent woman.
Yes. Yes.
So it's kind of fun thinking about Bet. I love the fact that they utilized Bet's voice.
I loved her in that movie.
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
And she's actually somebody I've always enjoyed. Yes. Even as a kid, her song "The Rose" I loved. Country song also done by Conway Twitty. It's one of the songs that makes me cry.
I don't know any of that stuff, but I will agree with you.
Yeah, no, yeah, just she's always had like this fun, cool voice.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
and she's hilarious, and she owns like the fact that she's not an 18 comeliness, but she's just fun and she's charismatic, and she was perfect for that. I liked the fact that the kids didn't win originally. Like, okay, it looks like it's nicely wrapped up. Like, the movie has 20 more minutes. Something's gonna happen.
Right. That was like one of the first I remember because I watched it when I was young, like the trickery of it, like the whole, oh, we won, it's over, and then, oh, no.
Oh, yeah. One thing that freaked me out was Gary and Penny Marshall playing a married couple.
Yeah.
That freaked me out. I'm like, oh, that's Penny Marshall. Wait, that's weird.
You're all concerned.
That's weird. I had concerns.
You had some concerns.
I had
some
concerns.
of them.
Yeah.
And it was, I liked how it was fun and playful. It wasn't that stereotypical scary movie that you would have expected it to be at first. Because it is the Disney movie, right? And they make fun of it enough where it's likable.
Yeah.
I think.
Very much. And Binks was awesome. You really needed that guide because he was the physical personification of a spirit guide. Mm-hmm. Somebody who has who dealt with this in multiple levels.
Right.
And he had and just like that's that scene where Danny, it's okay, we're going to keep you. We're going to give you a home, and they fall asleep, and that's just so sweet. And I loved at the end where he was reunited with his sister, because you could tell that they did have that bond.
Right.
And that was such a motivating factor.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that a lot about them. That was just fun, Did you think that, can you see now, looking back on it, why it's such a big Halloween favorite for people?
I definitely can. I think because it does have that fun part of Halloween, mm-hmm. and where the frights aren't actually terrifying. They're jump scares. They're right. What I love about Halloween, what I always love about Halloween is it shows you that it's okay to be scared of things.
Right.
That, and I've always felt that, without light, without shadows, you can't have the light.
Right.
And they, that I liked, and you give them stuff to overcome. It really, all the characters did end up, developing. Mm-hmm. And I can see what, yeah, but I definitely can see where it was very influential for that younger generation. Mm-hmm. And it was enjoyable, and it was it was kind of like watching Scooby-Doo when I was little.
Yeah,
like, okay, these kids overcame this and they figured out the solution to the problem.
Yeah,
with the help of the animal.
Nightmare Before Christmas is my default Halloween movie. That's from City.
Yes.
Well, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a movie you can watch from before Halloween to
Yep.
Christmas time. It
Yep.
spans months.
I may have actually seen Nightmare Before Christmas in the theater, dressed on Halloween, dressed as Jubilee because we were doing X-Men that year.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's so fantastic.
And I still have the costume.
I knew you had pictures of it. I didn't know you had the costume.
I still own the costume.
I mean, why are you not bringing it with you in November?
Just to bug the F out of the guys because I know how much they hate Jubilee.
So funny. It'd be so funny.
Yeah.
So things I do find problematic as an adult watching the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I did not understand how she couldn't know her spells without her book.
Yeah. Yeah. Really? A wizard memorizes their spells. They study them.
Yes.
But they memorize them.
Like, I was kind of mad about that. I'm like, you know it's a dead man's toe. Put it in the cauldron. You know it. But she didn't. And that bothered me.
Well, you know, wizards do need a high intelligence, though.
Now, unless they needed that to actually summon the power because it was a book given to them by Satan, that could be the caveat. I don't know. That could be it.
Yeah.
I don't know. City, witches aren't wizards.
He's actually correct. In Dragon Magazine, there was a separate class in Dragon Magazine where they did actually have witches, which are very similar or have a lot of similarities to warlocks now.
Right, but I'm just saying.
But they were more like wizards because they had to have the spell book.
True. Now, but again, maybe that's where they derive some of their power from because they're not seeming to do anything but simple little.
Yeah, glamours.
And with their Pathfinder forever, agreed. With their brooms, they could fly, and that was about it. They didn't have any good magical incantations except for the parlor tricks and the small cantrips, almost, if you will.
So the brooms would be a trinket, correct?
I would assume. But they flew on a vacuum, so I don't know.
True. So you're right. So actually there was more like a vessel.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
But I think their brooms were originally a trinket, so they wouldn't have to expend the energy.
Yes. Yes, I agree with that. I do like how they used Sarah Sanderson's voice to call the children. That was neat. Because you don't know how they're going to get the children there, and then they just use their voices as power, and I thought that was cool. Probably because it's Bette Midler, and they're going to, do things like, what I mean? They're going to have her sing and stuff. And that scene where they're all making the parents sing is fun.
Yeah, yeah. And this distracting the parents by them being at the party all night.
Yes. That's what I like. That
was cool.
I like that a lot. Oh, they're talking about D&D versus Pathfinder in the chat.
I've never played Pathfinder. That's okay.
D&D is Eminem. Pathfinder is the other guy that no longer has a rap career. That's from our wonderful D&D storyteller.
Yes, however, he was represented in the movie last night in Hocus Pocus.
Yes. So I didn't
like some of the tropes. I didn't care like the bully trope. I didn't like the just moved from California and I hate it here trope.
And maybe that's such a kid's not like 90s trope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like they were the grunge generation, right?
Yeah.
They all have their flannel on and their expensive shoes. It was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that part was very tropey, but it's stereotypes for a reason.
Oh, well, true. I liked how. I like the background of the sisters a lot. Mm-hmm. I think that was neat. I would love to learn more about them. I'd love to see more of their history.
Right.
The chemistry they've had is really good.
Yeah.
At this time, every movie has tropes. Is there any original idea in that field? Not really.
Nope. No, not at all. And especially not when you're dealing with a story like this one.
Agreed.
And there's been the tropes for a reason, and I think actually as creators, we all rely on them at times.
We have to.
Yeah.
But I don't like going later, dude. Like I just hated stuff like that,
Yeah.
Just saying. That always bothered me in that line in that movie. I can unfortunately probably quote the entire movie. Like I can say I want my book in French only because they're burned to that. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
who knows how to do that? But I like that they were able to make cool witches,
Yeah.
like to take it on that way and make them playful scary.
Right.
Because I know I didn't think there were witches coming to get me in the night, so they never left me with that impression.
Yeah, they weren't like the Wicked Witch of the West, which actually traumatized me at the age of 5. Thanks, actually, my mother did, where I still have a hard time with the cackle.
Mm. It's a very good cackle.
It's a great cackle. It still makes my blood turn cold.
Yeah, that's very good. I like it a lot. So and I agree. It didn't take on that. This is scary. They're gonna kill you.
But they weren't. But they weren't quiet about what their intent was.
No, but it wasn't. It wasn't like Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah,
where it was that play on the fear.
Malevolent. It was malevolent, but it wasn't violent malevolence.
And maybe it's because they put it in the future. Maybe if you were to watch them in the past, you would feel more of that because they're in their element. Maybe because they separated them from where they were to where they are now. There was that.
Right, and we know those things can't work the same way they do in the 1690s.
It's like the bus. It's walking on the road. It's the fire from the lighter. It's the headlights. It's things like that made it campy fun.
Right.
Where it didn't cross the line to scary.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Even the zombie was fun. Like even
the zombie was hilarious. Yeah. I will say it's kind of interesting watching this because I've now gotten through the second episode of Unobscured. And they're starting to go through the start of the accusations of the witches.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah. I'm in listening to Dr. Death, which is interesting.
Which is
it's a podcast, and it's called Dr. Death, and it's about this back neurosurgeon guy who killed patients and I don't know why yet. I'm on episode 2, guys.
Ooh, I'll have to look at that.
I don't want to Google it because I don't want to ruin it for myself. You know what I mean? This is like it's an experience.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm excited.
Really?
Yeah. So, question of the week.
Question of the week.
Do you have one? And if not, we can go to chat because there's lively people in chat today.
Yes, that's awesome. I do not have one. The last week's food one was off the cuff. So yeah, chat. Give us a question.
There's like 10 of you, 11 of you sitting there watching chat.
Dude, you guys are awesome. Yeah. What's our question of the week? It could be random. It can be Halloween related. It could be movie related.
It could be
whatever. You guys tell us.
We're interested. We're here for you.
Yeah, and we really appreciate you guys hanging out and chat with us.
Exactly. Even if we're just basically debating about D&D. It's a fun read.
Good. I'll have to go back and
3.5 versus 5.
Oh my gosh, if one more person in game says in 3.5, I'm like, dude, that's great. We're not playing 3.5. We're playing 5. Join us in the here and now.
City, you would like 5 if you read the book, but I know it's an expensive set.
It is. It's so streamlined as compared to 3.5 and 4. Basically anything 3, 3 and beyond.
That's true.
So streamlined. The only thing I don't like is it's not as easy to get advantage. It's not as defined to get advantage.
And I don't even know, like 100%. Do you get advantage in flanking?
You should. Yes, you would still get. So flanking should still be one of the advantage reasons, but that's more because we don't do ours off a grid.
Right.
It's more of, I think we would have to ask, hey, can I get in a position to flank? Certain times that rogues get advantage, or certain times that you would advantage if somebody is next to you. So it's a more situational advantage.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. I see. I just always forget to ask.
Yeah, me too.
Always forget to say, am I flanking? Because if so, I want to do advantage. I just forget to do that all the time.
Yeah.
And it's something you don't think about. And I probably should write it on my character sheet, so I'd be like,
So yeah, there's certain we're on the second level though, so it's not as easy to get advantage at that point because you don't have all those specialties or stuff that would give you more situational advantage.
So I think that even though I don't think Drew's question is sent to us, it might be sent to the chat. Being the time of Halloween, does everyone enjoy their storyteller, game master, dungeon master to run holiday flavored scenes within a campaign?
Yes, we had a blast last year with the Dead by Daylight.
We had so much fun.
Yeah, that was a blast.
I almost died.
Yeah.
Mike Myers came to get me. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That was fun. The thing to do it, the kind of challenge, I think Drew did it well last year. And I know you've done it as well as a storyteller, is to blend it in a way where it actually makes sense to the main plot.
Yes, we've done that. I did it once, and it was fun. And it was like a pre-made, but it was fun. It was enjoyable, and I liked to do it.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any problem doing it. I think more people enjoy it because it is a break from the soup, like the immersion of the main plot, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but that is the challenge, is how can you make this work and still, for a GM that has a contiguous story.
Right. Right. So that's the balance.
Yeah.
And you work it in, and it can be kind of cheesy, but it's fun to do those Halloween things or Christmas things. Like I had Krampus come at Christmas time, so.
Mills actually did a one shot with us for. He was not the DM. He was a player. In fact, he was playing Hates' father at the time, but he decided to give the DM basically a break, and we did a grandfather it was Father Yule, and we had to help him because it wasn't quite Nightmare, but basically the story there was an issue with Father Yule and Krampus, the demon Krampus.
That's awesome.
And it was kind of fun because like my character ended up getting like these lucky dice and all that. So we got Yule gifts.
That's fun.
In game. Yeah.
I think I almost killed Sam when I brought Krampus in.
Yeah. Well, you know, Sam.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, exactly. Try harder next time. I mean, sorry, beta or alpha.
Ooh. Do you want to switch that one up?
You God no. No. And my guru would not do that. She's very well aware of the pack hierarchy, and she would not confuse an alpha with a beta.
Good.
And so even though Sam might annoy her at times, she does respect him as the alpha now.
Listen here, bitch.
Appropriate, actually, because
super appropriate.
Male wolf.
Super appropriate. Yeah, that is from Sam. She knew it was from Sam. She's very aware. Oh, yeah. We know. We love it.
Dude, it's okay. The name of our group chat is Out of Game Chat, comma, bitches. So, you know, it could be either, but yes, I understand that was from Sam.
I'm just saying. I might have made that on a fluke and nobody's ever changed it. I was like, whatever.
No, I love it. It's perfect.
So that was all. I had so much fun talking tonight. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for asking questions and getting involved, and we love it. Next week is something Halloweeny. We don't know what it is yet.
Let's think. So I know we talked about doing urban legends. Each pick like an urban legend or two from our region.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that.
And then vampires is our other one.
Vampires, book or movie? Because we could do 2 episodes technically, because there's enough lore about everything.
Okay, so we have 3 episodes till Halloween. After tonight.
Great.
So. One of us could pick a book. One of us could pick a movie.
I do like that. Maybe we'll do vampires next week. I love vampires. Their lore specifically.
Yeah.
You know. Which I could write a little bit about. I do know. I did take a vampire class in college, kids. It was a Scandinavian class. Who would have thunk it?
That's fabulous. So I took world religions and mythology. So you know.
I took world religion. I read Sandman during world religion class. So.
Which is perfect. I love them. I loved my. And then the Christianity 101, which was actually a really great class. That's where I was introduced to Joseph Campbell.
Oh, yeah. I took Christianity 101, too. You had to take world history. That was just the easiest ones to get into, and they were so fast. Yeah. You're like, I could do this.
Yeah. Really, I'm napping.
Yeah, really, I've read Sandman 3 times in this class.
I may have, in my Religion 101, written a report about Lilith. And I had both a report in that class due and my creative writing class due. So I wrote them both in the same day. And the Lilith one was for religion and King Arthur was for the creative writing.
And you might have mixed them up on the way to class. Huh?
No. Believe me. But I don't think I use any source books. I'm like, okay, I know what book this comes from. I got this one. I got this.
Source books. Oh, jeez. But thank you all for
Thank
watching.
you
It's
guys.
awesome. We love you guys. We'll be back next week. Keep watching for some fun more stuff.
And D&D is tomorrow night. Join us, and we'll
Yes.
see how far we get down and who runs out of spell slots.
Night, guys.
Night, guys.